10 tips to increase your flexibility. Hi viewers, welcome back to A to Z Bodyform. This video is all about how to increase your flexibility. If you're looking to increase your flexibility, these 10 tips will help you get started on the right foot or the right muscle. It's important to be patient and go at your own pace when it comes to stretching. Tip number 10 is warm up before exercising. Some people skip warming up because they think it will take too much time. Keep a stopwatch handy and set it for 5 minutes to get around that excuse. As soon as you turn it on, start doing some warm-up exercises. You will save time by warming up first, but you'll also be able to work harder in your routine since your muscles will be warmed up and ready for action. For example, if you typically run 5 miles without a warm-up, try running 6 or 7 miles once you've warmed up. Tip number 9 is stretch every day. Before and after each workout, you should stretch for about 5 minutes. Static stretching before exercise helps warm up muscles and improve your performance during exercise. Dynamic stretching, such as walking around or moving limbs through their full range of motion, is also recommended because it increases blood flow throughout your body. It's important to do both types of stretches because they are beneficial in different ways. However, dynamic stretching is better if you have time constraints because it requires less time out of your schedule than static stretching does. Stretching improves muscle elasticity and reduces your risk of injury by improving your range of motion. Tip number 8 is learn how to bend from the knees. Flexibility is key in gymnastics, martial arts, dancing, and physical fitness. A great way to improve flexibility is learning how to bend from your knees. Sitting on a chair or bench with both feet on one side, straighten out one leg while keeping the other straight. Focus on pushing your knee down toward the floor by bending from your hip until you can comfortably put both palms flat on top of it. Switch sides and repeat for 5 sets on each leg. This exercise will help increase your flexibility, especially if you have tight hamstrings. Tip number 7 is improve your posture. If you sit hunched over a desk all day, it may be because of poor posture. If that's true for you, work on improving your posture. You can do it by stretching regularly, like when you wake up and before bed, and working on it every time you're standing in line or sitting down at a restaurant. When sitting, make sure that your shoulders are relaxed and try not to slouch in your chair. Hold good posture throughout the day, mindful of how much time you spend bent over a computer screen or with a phone pressed against one ear. These postures are especially hard on lower back muscles and neck extensors. Be aware of these habits, then do what you can to improve them. Stretching will help loosen tight muscles and is a great way to relieve tension throughout your body. By maintaining good posture during workouts, doing chores around the house, and taking breaks from looking at your phone while texting or chatting with friends, you'll give yourself more energy and help prevent fatigue and injuries like low back pain. Tip number 6 is use a foam roller. Foam rollers aren't just for relieving muscle soreness. They also help increase mobility. People who use foam rollers have a greater range of motion than those who don't. And while we can thank our muscles for giving us that coveted double-jointed ability, tight muscles often lead to injury by overcompensating and keeping joints immobile and stiff. So, work on loosening up those muscles by using a foam roller every day. Spend 5 minutes before your workout and 5 minutes after it. It will get easier as you go along, but don't push too hard first. The idea is to massage tight muscles, not cripple yourself. As you loosen up, hold on to something sturdy like a table or wall for balance if necessary. Also, be sure to warm up before rolling out your legs and stretching. Don't forget about cross-training either. Running is one of your favorite activities doesn't mean that it won't benefit from being broken up with other exercise options, even strength training. If you're enjoying this video, please consider subscribing for us to bring you more content to help you live your best life. Tip number 5 is move slow. Flexibility is something that many people don't have. We spend a lot of time sitting in chairs, which tends to make us stiff, so it's good practice to sit with a straight back and keep our heads up. If you have time between meetings or classes, stretching is a great way to combat stiffness and improve flexibility. Try sitting cross-legged on your chair or lying down on your desk for a couple of minutes before resuming work. The goal here is to move slowly throughout each stretch. It takes time for muscles and tendons to lengthen, so be patient. As you gain more control over your body, push yourself further during each stretch. Try holding each pose for 30 seconds and then working your way up to 1 minute. Tip number 4 is get help from a professional. An experienced teacher, coach, or physical therapist can make a real difference in increasing flexibility. When working with a professional, be sure you understand what they are teaching and work together on an improvement plan. Get a second opinion if you still feel stuck and unsure about how best to proceed. Remember that increasing your range of motion takes time. The idea is not necessarily to do something every day, although it's always good to keep active, but rather that you work toward your goal each week as part of an overall fitness routine. Progress builds confidence and helps prevent injury. Also, don't forget that stretching before exercise will help loosen up tight muscles so they are ready to move through their full range of motion. You should also stretch after exercising if you have done anything that may have left your muscles feeling tight. Stretch before bedtime. Stretching while lying down can help ease stiffness and reduce pain in many parts of your body overnight. Be careful not to overdo it. Listen to your body and know its limits as you gradually increase your flexibility. Tip number 3 is wear shoes you can move in comfortably. Even if you're walking across a room, it's important that you feel free to move. You don't want to be in shoes so tight or uncomfortable that they keep you from doing stretches properly and moving around effectively. Make sure your shoes aren't too narrow or too wide and are at least one size bigger than you normally wear. A little wiggle room lets your feet breathe and makes stretching easier. It also helps you avoid injury while working out by keeping your muscles loose and limber. You won't have to worry about tripping over your own feet. Be careful with flip-flops. When choosing between sneakers and flip-flops, opt for athletic footwear instead of sandals. The downside of flip-flops is that they can limit how much you stretch because they tend to stay stuck together. If you decide on flip-flops, make sure your toes can move freely within them. Wear socks. No matter what kind of shoe you choose, sneakers or sandals, wear socks made of natural fibers like cotton or wool when exercising. Avoid nylon. Socks made from these materials allow for proper ventilation and moisture control, keeping your feet cool and dry throughout exercise sessions. Tip number 2 is create flexible environments at home and work. Stretching and being flexible aren't just hobbies, they're necessities in today's world. Workplace injuries cost businesses billions of dollars every year. Many are caused by a lack of flexibility on individual levels, like repetitive stress injuries and work environments where there is equipment that doesn't adjust for different heights. To keep yourself safe while maximizing your productivity, create comfortable and flexible workspaces at home and work by adjusting appliances to fit you properly or implementing an ergonomic policy that encourages workers to take frequent breaks to stretch throughout the day. And tip number 1 is push yourself, but be safe. Pushing yourself too hard or too fast is a common mistake. You'll increase your odds of injury if you're pushing too hard. But if you aren't pushing yourself, then there's no point in stretching in the first place. Start slowly with stretches and another light exercise, and gradually build up both speed and intensity over time. Make sure that you're listening to what your body is telling you as well, if it's telling you to back off or ease up. If it hurts, it doesn't matter how much benefit might be gained from continuing. In fact, continuing will almost certainly hurt even more and make things worse. Remember, don't push through pain, stretch through it. Be patient. Stretching isn't something that happens overnight. It takes dedication and patience to see results, so don't expect to see major changes overnight. It can take weeks or months before you start seeing major improvements in flexibility. Don't quit. When trying new exercises, especially ones involving physical activity like yoga, quitting can seem attractive when they become difficult at first or second. However, if you have a goal for increasing your flexibility and stick with it long enough for results to start showing up, which could take weeks, quitting early could mean missing out on achieving your goals altogether. Many people think that being flexible is something you are born with, but there are many exercises and ways of training that can make you more flexible. It's easy. Just try out some of these simple exercises or stretches to improve flexibility. We hope you enjoyed learning about how to become more flexible. If you have any questions, please feel free to comment below. We will get back to you as soon as possible.